Thank you, the best defensive end the Eagles have ever seen. Welcome back to the Fumble Forecast, week 12 of the 2024 season with your hosts, Mark and Tom. Some saddening news. In Sunday night's game against
The dumpster can trash
the
bags.
LA Rams.
That's what I said.
True. Brandon Graham, the longest serving Eagle with 206 games to his name with the team, has been placed on IR for the rest of the season with a tricep tear.
Yeah, torn tricep, none good.
Truly, there is no other news. That was the end of the Fumble Forecast. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, have a nice night, guys. That's great.
Aside from that, thank you to Brandon for everything that you've done, especially
He's
that
gonna be
strip
playing again
sack.
next year. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, I know. Especially that strip sack on Tom Brady. And let's get into some games.
Are we starting with the Eagles?
There were some games this week. I think the Eagles were one of the games of all time. Let's go ahead and start
The
with
refs certainly
Eagles
made it one
Rams.
of the games of all time.
True.
Like, I mean, dude, the officiating was horrible in this game.
Mhm. Yeah, that call on Slay early on.
Total bullshit. You mean the PI
uh,
call?
Yeah,
All of the PI calls were total fucking bullshit.
that was actual garbage. And made what should have been a complete stomp because, as Tom said before, the Rams are garbage trash.
Dumpsters.
Stinky.
Yeah, in all
Dumpster.
reality, this game was 37-7. Let's be real.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, we also got to bring this up. This offense has been balling. It hasn't
Meh.
been it hasn't been as flashy as other teams,
Eh.
but Saquon 255 yards on the day, 2 TDs. AJ Brown 109 yards, 1 TD.
So the offense is good and all. But let's talk about the defense, brother.
Yeah, what is this? The fifth game to under 30 points?
Dude, fuck the points. Who cares? We are the number one defense in football. It's not
No.
close. No one else even compares. It is not even a close competition. We have absolutely blown the doors off of every other defense in football. It's not close.
Yeah.
Especially with the Lions missing Aiden Hutchinson. We blow their doors off.
Yeah, I tell you what. As this season goes on, the more and more it looks like we really are going back. Like the Lions are a great NFC team.
Dumpsters.
All right, calm down.
No, everybody but the Eagles is terrible.
Yeah. But I would say that they're offense heavy, not defense heavy. Again, missing Aiden Hutchinson, who
All right,
really
hold on.
hurt
In
them.
all seriousness, here they're top 5 on both sides of the ball. Like, let's not get carried away. It's not offense heavy or defense heavy here. They're just good. Like, bro, I mean, listen, I know it's the Colts, so no one really cares. But Anthony Richardson was both their best passer and their best rusher in the game against the Lions because they can't get a run game going against them. The Lions are just good. Jameer Gibbs is really fucking good too. I liked him even going into the draft. I liked Jameer Gibbs. I always thought that he was going to be good. And now I'm glad that he gets the strap on his cape every week.
Yeah.
The big one for me this past week is that the Cowboys spanked the Commanders. I mean, it
Mhm.
was totally 100% all luck without question, but the Cowboys smacked them in the face.
Yeah. And a quick message to all Cowboys fans. To all
Yeah,
of
they're
you trying to
delusional.
convince each other that the season's somehow saved because of your, let's admit it, quote unquote soft schedule. It's not.
They'll
You
be
would be
lucky if
very
they split with the Giants.
not only that, let's even give you the benefit of the doubt. You think you're placing any higher than maybe seventh seed? You're not. It ain't happening. Accept the tank. Go to next season.
They're not tanking. See, that's something that drives me nuts. The Cowboys aren't tanking. They are this bad and they're actually trying.
I know. I'm saying they should just give up. Just let everybody else score 40 points on them. Score nothing and get
No,
better
but they
draft
they
position.
can't though. See, here's the thing about football: there isn't tanking in football so much anymore. And the reason that there's no tanking in football is because practically every single player is an independent contractor who's playing for their next season. Like 90% of the team isn't on a 6-year deal for hundreds of millions of dollars. They don't give a fuck if you want them to tank. They're going to play their hardest on every play anyway. Because even if they're not going to be a Cowboy next year and this is their 1-year deal, it ends, probably not going to get re signed by the Cowboys. But they are auditioning for the other teams in the NFL who might want to pick them up. So it's just foolish. Like, they're not tanking. You Cowboys fans are so fucking delusional. It's unbelievable. They aren't tanking. They're just actually that bad. Like, I can't imagine anybody in the NFL, not a single player, is like, ooh, I'm gonna just tank so that I can retire at the end of the season. No one is saying that. Let me just not try. No, not a single player in the entire league.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh boy. Okay, there we go.
Oh. No.
No, you're good. It was no technical
Technical.
difficulties.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, speaking of actually trying, Panthers. What happened on Sunday? Y'all eat your Wheaties finally? How
Who?
did you
The
the
Cowboys?
Panthers?
Oh, the
No, the
Panthers.
Panthers.
I predicted it.
How
I said I knew. And honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. They should have won that game. They got ripped off.
No, I agree. I agree they should have won that game. Yeah, Mahomes magic is bullshit. But uh, like 30 to 27. 30 to 27. That game was going into overtime if it weren't for some Mahomes magic.
No, it
Ah,
wouldn't have even gone into overtime. What are you talking? The Panthers would have just outright won.
no.
If the Chiefs didn't score a touchdown?
No, what? The Panthers had a successful 2-point conversion. It was 27-27. And then the Chiefs got a field goal to end the game.
Yeah, I'm
There's 30.
talking about the run that Mahomes broke off to go up to begin with.
Now you're confusing me.
I don't understand how you're confused about this. He broke off a huge run, and they scored a touchdown on it because he broke off a huge run, and then they scored a touchdown, and that put them up in the game, right? Or am I just confused here?
You're you're confused. They did get a touchdown. They did get a touchdown
I might
at
just be
two
mixing up my
minutes.
highlight reel here.
They got a touchdown at like 2 minutes
Yeah, whatever. Just keep going.
in the
I
third
think I'm
quarter.
just mixing up my highlight reel.
You gotta be. Because what won Kansas the game was a field goal.
No, I knew that. That's not what I. Just move on. It's going way over your head.
Okay.
That's not what I said. That's the opposite of what I said.
Well, I said that it would have been going into overtime.
We are wasting way too much time on this. I clearly got my highlight reel mixed up. It's fine.
Okay. So, question, Tom.
Yes, sir.
How likely is it that they get back to the Super Bowl playing like
Who,
how
the
they have
Chiefs?
been? The Chiefs, yeah.
I already made my prediction. I'm staying with it. It's never going to change. It's going to be Chiefs Eagles Super Bowl.
Okay.
If they lose the AFC Championship game, it will still be a Chiefs Eagles Super Bowl.
Okay.
Like I see absolutely no scenario where they're not in the Super Bowl. And that goes for every single season for the next 10 years. I will automatically default that the Chiefs will be in the Super Bowl. Especially when they're 10-1.
Okay.
I have literally zero reason to think that they won't be in the Super Bowl. They got beat by the Bills and they're still the number 1 AFC team.
Yeah. And speaking of the AFC, Steelers, what happened? What happened, Steelers?
What do you mean?
Jameis,
They do good.
they didn't. They lost. They're still
I
leading
know,
their.
I'm joking around.
Oh. Oh fuck.
Jesus
Like
Christ, Marky.
like you had the opportunity to really put your division away.
Homie, you're talking about the wrong things here. Steelers, Browns, Thursday night football game. Snow!
Oh my fucking
That's
god,
what
this
really
guy.
matters. Snow! There was snow, everybody! Yay! Snow!
This fucking guy over here.
That's what really mattered about that football game.
Yeah. Literally turning into static at one point.
Yeah, that was great. I liked it. I'm hoping it hits us, even though I know it won't.
Yeah. And like this you guys gotta stop playing down to your competition. Especially your divisional rivals. You are. Let me just double check this right now. You are now currently splitting with your division rivals. You had the
It doesn't
chance to
matter. The
be.
Ravens are about to lose.
The Ravens are about to lose.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we play them this week.
Yeah, they're walking into a brick wall. But I mean, it works in both of their favor because then the Steelers are going to walk into a brick wall.
In the Bengals?
No, we play them this season too.
Oh, that's true.
It's going to even out. They're both going to be 0-1 against the Eagles. I would be really surprised if the Eagles didn't win out for the rest of the season. The Eagles are back, baby. The Eagles. Let's hear it for the Eagles. The Eagles, baby.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There you go. The only team that's going to beat the Eagles is the Panthers. And that's it. Watch it happen, too. I'm telling you guys. Don't sleep on them. They're warming up. You poked the kitty with a stick. It's awake now.
I actually have that day off. I can't wait.
Oh, that's going to be so fun. You're going to get to watch part 2 of World War III.
Oh, man. It just makes me very sad. It would have been hilarious to watch BG eating Bryce Young every play. Oh,
Watch him eating.
Bryce Young.
Oh, I heard that backwards. I thought you were saying that Bryce Young is going to tear him up.
No.
I was like, you better keep your whore mouth closed.
I would never say anything bad about BG.
Well, he's not even going to play.
I know. And, hey, if you need a transplant, I'm not using my triceps. You can take mine.
You can't have mine, sorry, bud. Mine are too glorious. I'm not down for that.
I mean, if he had your triceps, it'd be an easy Super
Yeah,
Bowl
what can I say? Yeah.
So what you're saying is you don't want an easy Super Bowl win.
It's not happening. Sorry. I wouldn't trade my triceps for any amount of Super Bowl wins.
Also, Green Bay absolutely smacking the 49ers.
The Stinkies.
And I didn't get to see that game. And I'm just
Brock
now
Purdy
seeing,
was injured. That's what happened.
Yeah, I'm just now seeing that
He didn't even play.
This young gentleman, Brandon Allen, had to go into the Lions' den.
Yeah, all right. Well, hold on, though. So let me throw this out there. Brandon Allen comes out, and nobody expects him to do anything except stink up the joint, and that's exactly what he did. But why is Christian McCaffrey only getting 31 yards and he only got 11 touches?
Yeah,
but Brandon Allen got 29 attempts to throw the ball. Give the ball to your workhorse. Unless the coaches are afraid of aggravating his Achilles injury that he rehabbed so quickly. And if that's the situation, bro, somebody's got to get fired because Christian McCaffrey should be on the fucking bench if that's what they're concerned with. Because if you're out there running the, let's be real here, the cornerstone of your offense into the dirt after quickly recovering from an Achilles injury, I gotta say, dumb decision. You're gonna get him hurt. Not a good plan. Foolish. So I just kind of don't get it. Christian McCaffrey is normally better than 31 yards. So I will say that even though Brock Purdy's out of there, everyone on the team underperformed severely.
I mean, they've been kind of underperforming the entire year. I mean,
well, to be completely fair, they've had really important mega injuries on their team for extended periods of time. Like, look at the Eagles. We missed Devonta Smith and AJ Brown for like 4 weeks out of the whole season. And in those 4 weeks, they 3 of those 4 weeks, they looked like fucking dog shit on offense. Let's not kid ourselves here.
Sure, but
So, I
George
mean,
Kittle
and the
only had the
49ers are having injury after injury after injury after injury. George Kittle had 82 yards.
no. I was saying George Kittle has 600 yards on the year.
He was
Fine,
injured.
fine, fine. Debo 500.
Yeah, Debo fucking sucks. What a stupid asshole.
Yeah.
I just hate that guy in particular. Like, I just can't stand fucking Debo. I hate that motherfucker.
No, I agree. And he's
Fucking
kind of
fuck.
trash. Let's see. What other game to talk about? Do you have one in particular you're looking at? You looked
That,
at
like, for the future or for this past week?
for this past week?
Well, it was the Eagles game. The Eagles fucking spanked them. The Rams
Well,
looked like dog shit.
aside from the Eagles, which was a 37-7 game, always going to reiterate
Yeah.
that.
I guess I can step in and say this one more time for the people in the back. The Chargers are the worst 7-4 team I have ever watched in my entire life. They're not good. Like, dude, I don't know how they keep winning by accident every week. It's bizarre. They're not good. Like, here, hold on. Is it just that they're playing really easy opponents? That's exactly what it is. Here, so I'm just gonna run down the Chargers' victories really quick. The Raiders, the Panthers, the Broncos, the Saints, the Browns, the Titans, and the Bengals. Those are the teams that they've beaten. And they look like
Yeah.
shit. I mean, bro, the Saints scored 8 points. The Raiders scored 10. The Panthers scored 3. Like, I just don't know what to say. You gotta do better than just barely squeaking out wins against bottom tier teams. Like, dude, the Raiders are a 2-win football team. You gotta do a little better than that. But
Yeah.
I also still think that the Ravens are leaking oil something fearsome.
No, that's fair.
Like, I don't think that the Ravens right now are as good of a team as they were at the beginning of the season. At the beginning of the season, the Ravens looked like they would take over the entire planet. But now they're starting to come back down to earth a little bit here. I think they'll surge in the playoffs a little. But again, the Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl, so it doesn't matter anyway. You know, I wonder if these teams, like, imagine you're in the AFC, right? And you're going
Mhm.
into the playoffs. Do you think there's a mental aspect of it where they're just like, oh man, we have to fucking play the Chiefs. They go to the Super Bowl every year. They're gonna fucking beat us. Like, do you
Well,
think that there's an aspect of that to the game, like the psychological element of playing the Chiefs in the playoffs?
I would think so. Like
I'd be scared of
they
them.
they are the they are the last obstacle.
Yeah. They're the
Like
gatekeeper to the Super Bowl.
for the AFC, absolutely. Like
Honestly, for
if
both
all
sides, to a Super Bowl win.
to a Super Bowl win, yeah. Like it really is annoying that all roads lead through Kansas City, but I guess at the same time, all roads at one point led through New England.
Yeah, well,
So,
all roads are about to lead to Philadelphia, so at least I hope not. Please, God, I don't want all those jabronis ending up here. I don't want all roads to end here. I'm good on that one.
you're saying you don't want back-to-back Super Bowl wins?
That's not what I said. I'd take it. I might stop going to the parades after the second one, though. Because they're a pain in the ass to drive out of. I went to that first one, and that was good enough for me. I want to look forward, though. Because
All right.
going
Yeah.
up tomorrow is the Thanksgiving Day games. Okay. I want to talk
Ooh-wee.
about them. Two of them are good. One of them is dog shit. So let's just get the dog shit out of the way. The Giants Cowboys game is dog shit. Okay. It's
And it's being
terrible.
held on Fox.
Yeah, who cares? You could hold that thing in the Taj Mahal and it would still be garbage. But
Well,
I do think
doesn't that mean that Tom Brady will be covering that game?
probably. I think so.
Oh, I can't.
I don't know what his contract says. He contracted every single possible modicum of effort he would have to put in. So I don't know what his contract says, but he might be doing that one.
One.
But I do think that the Bears Lions and Dolphins Packers are going to be good ass football games. The reason I say that is because I think that the Bears are going to beat the Lions. And I said this last week too. I just have a feeling about the Bears beating the Lions. Not to say the Bears are good. The Bears are garbage. Not to say that the Lions are bad. The Lions are good. But I have a feeling that the curse of Ford Field is going to continue. It has been 6 straight seasons that the Lions have lost on Thanksgiving Day. And I do not think it's going to break now. The Bears are going to defeat the Lions in Ford Field tomorrow.
As much as it pains me to say it, is I want good things for them. Please lose tomorrow.
Yeah, I want the Lions to lose tomorrow too. As a matter of fact, can the Lions just lose for the next 2 weeks?
If you so please.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
But
But that is going to be a good game.
yeah, all right. My brain is telling me that the Lions are gonna mob the fucking floor with the Bears, but I just got a like a ball sack feeling that the Bears are gonna beat the Lions. And then there's the Dolphins Packers. Okay, Dolphins Packers. What are you thinking, Marky?
I'm thinking
Another Tundra Bowl?
I I think cold it's a cold weather team at home versus a hot weather team away, and specifically a hot weather team that can't do anything if the temperature drops below 75. So, I think Green Bay wins this.
I'm gonna have to
And here comes
diverge here. I think the Dolphins are gonna kill them. I think the Dolphins are gonna rip the Packers a new asshole.
I mean, hey, more power to them. As with the return of Tua, they have been playing up to their standard, but at the same time, they don't perform when it's cold. Or rather, they don't win when it's cold. They can still perform.
Bullshit, bullshit, fucking bullshit. Nonsense. They're gonna win that football game. And if they lose, it's got fuck all to do with how cold it is.
It will have everything to do with how cold it is.
Literally makes no fucking difference at all. I am so sick and fucking tired of people hearing this. Do you know when I first started fucking hearing this bullshit?
Good there.
Early 2000s.
He took himself out. God damn.
Early
so
2000s. Yeah, I'm rattled here about this. Early 2000s. Eagles to Tampa Bay for a playoff game. And everybody kept talking about, oh, well, the Eagles can't win games that are over 71 degrees. 71 degrees. And they lost. And ever since then, every year, all you hear about is, oh, well, that team can't play in the cold. Oh, well, that team can't play in the hot. It's bullshit. You just lose, okay? There's no, it was a little bit cold. No, that's bullshit. These people are always trying their hardest. It doesn't matter what temperature it is. It drives me fucking nuts.
So yeah, everything to do with the temperature, and yeah. Well, any other games that catch your fancy, Tom? Pittsburgh, Cincy. That's going to be kind of kind of a good game. Probably not.
Which one? Cincy and who?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, that you're past the Thanksgiving now. So first of all, the Black Friday game is going to be phenomenal. The Raiders versus the Chiefs. Huge rivalry game here where the Raiders will yet again lose. Always my favorite. I honestly, I wish the best for the Raiders. I want the Raiders to get better over the next like 5 years. Like they've been too dog shit for too long. It's depressing now. Colts Patriots, a classic matchup. Texans Jaguars, who gives a shit? Seahawks Jets, who gives a shit? I mean, yeah, the Bengals Steelers is going to be a really good game. I hate to say it because it seems like I'm saying this every fucking week, but let's be real. The Eagles Ravens is the game of the week.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I think countrywide, that's the game of the week. You know, outside of like people's own team that they follow. It's obvious that the Ravens Eagles is the best game this week.
Yeah.
And I know I say that every week because it's true, but for real, man, we got the best of the AFC going against the best from the NFC. This could legitimately be a Super Bowl preview, except we're not playing against the Chiefs, so it can't be. All right, Mark. Here's a question for you. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Just remembered something I wanted to talk about. Let's back to the Eagles game really quick. Brandon Graham got injured. Okay, I know we talked about that a little bit, but I wanted to specifically talk about a news host from New York City. I won't even mention this motherfucker's name because what he did is despicable. So, on the morning show here in Philadelphia, Brandon Graham comes on after every game to the morning show on the radio, and he has a conversation and answers questions with the hosts. So this past week, he was crying and like literally crying on air, talking about how he feels like he's letting everybody down, even though he knows he's not letting everybody down. And the hosts are being real cool. They're like, no, dude, nobody thinks that. No one in the world thinks you're letting anybody down. And he was crying on air. Happens sometimes. I mean, it might have been the dude's end of his career. So I think he has every right to show a little bit of emotion here. However, some fuckweed, he's a Giants radio broadcaster in New York. This motherfucker was playing the clip of Brandon Graham crying and making fun of him. Like he was like calling him a pussy and calling him soft and shit like that. And I'm just like, brother, the dude's career might be over. What the fuck is wrong with you? And no, I'm being dead serious with you. And I just wanted to point that out. Like I said, I'm not going to give the guy the attention by naming him out there. You can go find this by looking it up yourself if you really want to. And yeah, he was making fun of Brandon Graham for crying about his career possibly being over. And he called him soft.
Kill.
Yeah, like it was just really inappropriate. Like, why would you say that? Like, it'd be like Eli Manning retiring because of an injury, and a bunch of Eagles radio people were just like, good, he fucking sucks. What a pussy. I'm glad he's retiring. Ugh. Like,
Yeah,
it's so BM. It's just BM for no reason, too.
indeed.
Dude fucking ripped his arm apart, and you're making fun of him. It's just stupid. But yeah, I that
Yeah.
popped back into my head. I remembered I wanted to mention it today. So I'm glad it beep 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 pinged back into my skull. Um. Oh yeah. Back to now. Go ahead and tell me who's on Fraud Watch.
He's on Fraud Watch.
Yes,
Houston.
dude. This is the fourth time you've put the. They are.
Yeah,
We
no.
already confirmed them as frauds. All right. You can't. They're off limits now. You gotta pick a new one. Okay. You can't pick the same thing every week.
Everybody else is playing up to expectations except for them.
No, they're not.
What do you want from me?
No.
Who is not? Who did we expect to do well? That is not doing well.
That is not doing well.
Yeah,
That me and you expected.
yeah.
All right, this doesn't help my case here, but the Titans.
Fuck yes. Like Houston is still 7-5. They are going to win that division, but they
Well, hold
shouldn't
on,
be.
wait a second. The Patriots have 3 wins on the season. They are officially doing better than I expected. Same thing with the Panthers. Wait, how many wins do the Jets have?
They have more than 3, I think.
Nope,
right?
they're
Yeah.
3. They're also
They're
doing
3?
better than I expected. No, actually, they're doing slightly worse. I think I put them at 5 wins. Ugh.
It's like I don't really see who can really be called frauds. Like the refs are perpetual frauds, right?
Yeah, well, that's just, we already know that. So
Yeah,
for me, okay,
okay,
gotta be the Chargers.
the Chargers.
I mean, dude, I'm sorry, but I bought into it to begin the season. Okay, I really thought that the Chargers would be a better team than they are. Unfortunately, they're not. They are not better than they actually are. Well, I mean, obviously, but you know what I'm saying to you. I think that for me, I expected it like a 11, 10 or 11 win season out of the Chargers, and it just isn't happening. I would be shocked if they ended with 11 wins. That would be very, very, very surprising to me. Seeing as how they got the Falcons into the Chiefs, into the Bucks, into the Broncos, and then they had the Patriots on the Raiders, which are 2 easy wins. I think they might be able to get to 10, but 11 seems a little bit much to me. I just don't see it. Because if a team is at least 500, the Chargers cannot possibly win. It is a curse. It is impossible for them. So, for me, Chargers have got to be my fraud watch.
All right. Huh. So do you have anything else to say, Tom?
No, if you're ready, we can kiss some babies.
All
I
right.
was actually thinking about here. Give me 1 second, because I was actually thinking, did I do this correctly? So let's see. Okay. Let's see. How many weeks are left? There's 6 weeks left, right?
Um, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
And then 18. There's week 18
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
there's 6
6.
more weeks. Okay, we're right on track. We might have to kiss one extra baby at the end of the season here. The goal is we have to, unless you want to really, do you want to risk it for the biscuit here? We're making playoff predictions at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So the goal here is to be as close as possible to what the end result of the playoff bracket is. Okay? Like the remainders. Which means that 14 teams will need to remain. We've currently eliminated 11, which means that there's still quite a few that we need to eliminate.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking we do 2 this week.
Okay.
So why don't you kiss 2 babies? And just a reminder for everybody, viewers, and especially for Marcus. Mark, you have already eliminated the Panthers, the Browns, the Patriots, the Jets, the Jags, the Cowboys, the Saints, the Titans, the Raiders, the Bengals, and the Bears.
If we're gonna have to kiss 2 babies, you know what? Did you say 49ers already?
No. You can
Colts
eliminate them.
40, Colts 49ers.
Yeah. I would copy you if I could. But I already voted for the Colts, actually. They were one of my first babies that I kissed. So, just a reminder for everybody of who I have eliminated. My week 4 eliminations were the Jets, the Jags, and the Raiders. So I saw that one coming from a million miles away. And then I had the Browns, the Colts, the Titans, the Cowboys, the Patriots, the Dolphins, the Bears, and the Giants. So let me go ahead and look at my handy dandy scrandy real quick. Let's see. I haven't really eliminated a whole lot of NFC teams, actually. I think that it's safe to say at this point that I can kiss the baby on the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's also pretty safe at this point. You took the 49ers from me, man.
You can
Who is
put 'em
not
right there.
going to make the playoffs?
You can put
Oh,
'em. You can
man.
take them.
No, we can't do the same ones in the same week. That was one of the rules.
Oh, I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember that.
Um, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm kind of leaning towards the Commanders. Oh, what am I talking about, dude? Buccaneers. Jesus, that was
Yeah,
way too difficult of a decision.
I was about to say the Falcons. I'm actually looking at this right now. The Falcons are already 4-1 in their division. They're making the playoffs.
They're they're gonna win anyway. I mean, the Buccaneers are good, but the thing is, the NFC is stacked with winners this season. You have the
No,
Lions, the Vikings, the Packers, who are going to practically take the wild card spots by themselves, and then you have the Eagles, Commanders.
no, I
It's just
agree.
not going to happen. And honestly,
I'm
the Cardinals could win out. for the rest of their season, and it would look pretty fucking good for them.
Yeah.
So, I'm feeling pretty confident about the babies I have kissed.
Yeah. I find it interesting that the Falcons are the only ones who have pretty much clinched their division.
It's not over till it's over, little Marky. It's not
They
clinched
they've
until it's clinched.
they played 5 games against divisional rivals already and won 4 of them.
Doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? They have
They can still lose the number 1 slot if somebody else has a way better record than them. Like the divisional matchup, that's a tiebreaker.
let's see. Damn. No, I'm just looking at the schedules now.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's possible they could lose it still.
Yeah, especially because the Buccaneers schedule is paper thin. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Oh my god.
I think I'm gonna regret kissing this baby, to be honest. But it's slim pickings at this point. It was either them or the Chargers, and I trust the Chargers just a little bit more. But I will tell you, I'm looking at like what the playoff bracket might look like. If things were to end today, right? There's a very, very real possibility of the Vikings having to play the divisional round against the Lions. And I think that Vikings fans are one heartbreak away from becoming completely postal at this point. Like, you might see some school shooters come out of that stadium.
Oh no. Can't say that.
Wait, why not?
The
Says who?
We'll have to do some.
And we're
snooping
done for the
around.
night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. So Tom, unless you have anything else to say, I think we can wrap this up.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Not a very exciting week this week, I
Yeah,
think.
it was kind of flaccid.
Hopefully things will start to pick up now.
Well,
after
thank.
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
We're gonna start seeing the fun part, which is clinching playoff berths.
Yeah. Alrighty then. So,
Yes.
without further ado, thank you for watching this episode of the Fumble Forecast. Tom, your little spiel after you're done flexing.
I'm never done flexing, Marky.
Yeah, I know.
Remember to hit that follow button. I always appreciate it. Remember to hit that subscribe box.
Uh-huh.
Whoa! Go ahead and
Yep.
hit that subscribe or follow button depending on the platform that you are on. Remember that you can catch our podcast on any platform that you use, so long as that platform is Spotify or YouTube. And and remember to share.
Platform.
Yeah, exactly. As long as it's Spotify or YouTube. And as always, remember to share the podcast with your friends. I promise it'll be cool and not cringe. Have a nice night, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.